Yeah, no.
Okay. Now we are looking at how to solve the simultaneous linear equation by matrix format. Now you might likely be confused with what we have here. Do you know that this is simply the same thing? If we work by multiplication sign, this is the same thing. Let me turn it back to the normal linear equation format, because as it is now, someone might likely be confused. How do we do this? By rule of multiplying matrix by matrix, this will give us 2 times x, which is 2x, then 3 times y, which is minus 3. Take note, which will give us what? Plus minus 3. Plus minus is minus now, which is just minus 3y, is equals minus 1. Then you do the same thing here. Minus 1 times x is minus x. And then 4 times y plus 4y. So this is the original format. So this is the same thing as this. It was from this they derived this. So don't be confused. Let's assume that this is the simultaneous linear equation given to us now. From here we're able to get this. So but now we are looking on how to find our x and y using matrix format. Take note, how do we solve simultaneous linear equation? We have substitution method. That is the first method. We have elimination method. This is number 1 method. We have elimination method number 2. Number 3, we have graphical method. Graphical method. And number 4, which is matrix format or method. Matrix format or method. So if you attended basic class, basic 9, which is what we call in some places, in some states, we call it JSS 3. Your basic 9, which is your JS 3, you were taught simultaneous linear equation. Your simultaneous linear equation, you can evaluate it using substitution method, elimination method, graphical method at that level, at basic 9, which is your JSS 3, basic level. So now at this level, which is your senior class, we use matrix format. And how do we go by matrix format? Take note. Watch now. Let's go. Look at, we are taking note of matrix format. Take note. That's all. The first thing to do, let's assume that this is the equation given to you. The first thing to do is to place it in this format. And immediately after that, you say that s and y is equal to this. We cross over to this side to give us the inverse, which is 2 minus 1 minus 3, 4, and we have minus 1 and then 8. That's the first step. Then take note, you say that sy equals, then what do you do? Remember, first of all, we'll do what we call the inverse of this, which is minus 1 here. And so remember the inverse. What is the rule in the inverse? First of all, you interchange the principal diagonal. We have 2 diagonals. This diagonal 1, this second diagonal. So when we interchange the first diagonal, we're going to be having 4 and then 2. Immediately after having 4 and 2, we negate this part, this other diagonal, the minor diagonal. When we negate, meaning that we introduce minus sign. And already there is minus, so minus times minus will become plus. So already it will now become 1 and what? 3. Remember I told you the procedure we are supposed to introduce minus sign, and already there's minus. So you introduce minus minus to give you plus. So we write that we have minus 1, then 8. In case you have not subscribed, please try to subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that when we have future upload, you can be notified. Please, we also have other videos that you can go scroll through and have your personal time with it and get the required knowledge. Remember, we're also on Facebook. You can follow us, Exam Focus Tutorial, still on Facebook. Now, let's go. What do we do here? So we say that s, y is equals, by matrix multiplication, it's as simple as that. 4 times 1, we have that 4 times 1 plus 3, remember it's minus 1, plus 3 times 8, then we have 1 times minus 1 plus 2 times 8. This will give us sy please take note. This will now give us y. 4 times minus 1 is minus 4. What do we have? Minus 4 plus 3 times 8 is 24. Then minus 1 times 1 will give us minus 1 plus 2 times 8 is 16. So we'll take it further here. So we have that xy, which is this, is equal to minus 4 plus 24 is the same thing as saying 24 minus what? 4, which is what? 20. And then we have that minus 1 plus 16. What do we have there? We have 15. Now remember, we have not yet rounded up with our work. We will have to do what we call determinant. Take note. So I'm going to look for the determinant. The next step is determinant. Determinant of our value, our given value. Our determinant, remember, is simply our diagonal multiplying subtracting the other diagonal, which is 4 times 2 is what? Then minus 1 times 3 is it not 3? Which is, so our determinant is going to be 4 times 2, which is 8, minus 3 times 1, which is what? 2. So our determinant is going to be what? 5. So we put now, we say that sy will be 1 over determinant of what we have here, 20 and what? 15. So this will give us sy will be 1 over determinant is the same as 1 over 5, open bracket, 20 and what? 15. You know that this will give us sy is equal to 20 over 5 and what? 15 over 5. Therefore, sy will be 5 into 20 will be what? 4. And 5 into 15 will be what? 3. That is to say that x is what? 4 and y is what? 3. So we have been able to answer the first question. Please look up here. If you look at solve the simultaneous linear equation by matrix format. So we have been able to get x to be 4 and y equals 3. Then question number 2 says determine x plus y. So which is what? 4 plus what? 3. So answer to question number 1 is simple. We know that x is 4 and y is what? 3. Therefore, x plus y is going to give us what? 7. Which is what? 4 plus what? 3. It's as simple as that. That is to answer this question. Take note, x is 4 and y is 3. So when we say determine x plus y, which is what? 4 plus 3. Thank you.